Hey guys, welcome to my meatball and spaghetti recipe. So when I cook my meatballs, I use unsalted butter instead of oil, and it's amazing, and I'll tell you later at the end why. I used half of this beef and 2 of the chickens because I made a bigger portion than normal. I used diced tomatoes and Hunt's spaghetti sauce, pasta sauce. I don't normally use Hunt's. I used Prego or the Fugo, whatever you call it. And I'm having some garlic and some onion and some spaghetti. And yeah, let's get started and do it with me. So I'm cutting up some onion for the beef and the chicken mixture. I'm gonna try and cut it as thin as possible because I don't really like feeling big chunks of onion in my meatballs when I eat. Yeah. Okay, so now I have the garlic prepped and I am trying to cut it as thin as possible. Same with the onion, and I just kind of cut it into little slices, and then I just cut it over and try to shred as much as I can. So yeah. Okay, so in the bowl I have my chicken and my beef, and now I'm adding my onion and garlic mixture and 1 egg. Okay, so now that what's in there, I'm also gonna add a couple pinches of salt and black pepper. I love a lot of black pepper. I like my meat to be well seasoned. And then I'm going to mix it. I also like to add a little bit of the seasoning called Vegeta. It's sort of like seasoning salt, just a little bit. So now I've mixed my meat and I have dry breadcrumbs. That will keep all my meat together and loosen the moistness of it. So I'm going to add a little bit of it and start mixing more. So now you can make the meatball size as big or small as you like, and it's pretty basic on how to do meatballs. And yeah, we will try to do as much as we can. I'm cooking for my mom and the household, so I'm making more than usual because it's just me and my husband, so they have more in the house. Okay, so now I'm cutting up some more onion for the spaghetti sauce. So I'm just also gonna add onion and garlic together. Okay, so I'm gonna use a large skillet and I'm going to add an entire stick of butter. I started out with half of it. I thought it would be okay, but enough, but then I'm like, I'll just add the entire pack, so just to have it buttery and glossy. So let me tell you, the reason why I use butter instead of oil is because butter makes the sauce glossier than oil, which is something I thought of and I like it. So I have everything prepped, all the meatballs. Yes, it's a lot, but yeah. Okay, so now it's time to add all the meatballs in the goodness butter and have it cook on each side for like 2 minutes, and then just flip it. It doesn't have to be cooked all the way because we will simmer it in the spaghetti sauce. Okay, so now that my meatballs were simmering for about 8 minutes with the onion and garlic, I will add my diced tomatoes. Oh, that looks so good. And it smelled amazing. So I'm just gonna add that and mix it with my buttery meatballs, and I will have that simmer for about 5 minutes before I add my pasta sauce. Okay, so I had to do a little bit of a little change, because my pan didn't have enough room for the sauces, because I'm gonna add the spaghetti sauce, and I know it won't have enough room for it to simmer, so I transferred it. No biggie, so I'm just gonna have that simmer for just a bit more, and then I'll add the sauce. Okay, so now that the sauces are in, I do like to add a little bit of more salt and more pepper, because I like my sauce or spaghetti to be fairly well seasoned. Of course, I like it seasoned. And I'm also adding pepper flakes, just a little bit, just for a little spice, but it didn't actually taste spicy. And now I'm just going to mix it all together, and then this will simmer for 10 to 15 minutes just to make sure that the meatballs are fully cooked. And the more you simmer, the more glossier the sauce gets. Okay, so the spaghetti sauce has simmered for 10 minutes, and you can see how beautiful colors it has and how much thicker it has gotten. The butter is amazing, huh? You're welcome. So it's pretty much done. You can either add the sauce to the spaghetti, or just add it on top of spaghetti when you have a plate. So I'm gonna add a little bit at first, half of it about. I thought it was already too much. Oh, that looks so good and pretty. And I'm going to mix it. I just added on the wooden spoon because the tongues tend to break the meatballs. I didn't want that. Okay, so it's pretty much done. The sauce was literally on the very bottom, but it's done.